A board member, usually the board president, will in most instances chair the annual meeting. However, there are many situations that appropriately call for a third-party chair to perform the duties of the chair. The most common is when the meeting has the potential of being highly contentious. A third-party chair many times has the ability to take the emotional aspect out of the process, hopefully reducing the emotional aspects of all parties. This is not to say a board member chairing the meeting cannot keep their emotions in check. This is saying that the membership may not be able to keep their emotions in check with a board member chairing the meeting. And this is usually the case in contentious meetings. Another situation arises when the annual meeting procedural issues must be adhered to precisely. I have a retirement community that I have assisted with their annual meetings for years, which has 5 or so former attorneys in the membership. This community's meetings are so contentious, and with some of these lawyers challenging every procedural process, it is quite the workout for the chair. Lastly, and probably the most common reason, the board simply wishes to have another party perform these duties. This can be because the board does not feel comfortable chairing the meeting, or they realize an experienced third party would be able to handle the task more effectively. In certain instances, an association's governing documents will have a provision stating the president should preside over all meetings of the membership, or words to that effect. Parliamentary procedure allows deliberate assemblies to set aside rules such as this in certain circumstances. This process is known as to suspend the rules. Suspending the rules can only be done at the meeting by unanimous consent or by a 2/3 vote of those in attendance. Suspending the rules is usually easily obtainable by unanimous consent. We will discuss unanimous consent in future videos. If the association has retained an outside management company, ideally the association manager has the ability to perform the chairperson task. If nothing else, the management company should have someone on staff that has been trained to chair meetings or has a great deal of experience doing this. There are situations when even the management company has qualified personnel to serve as chair. There still may be need for an expert parliamentarian. A parliamentarian is an expert on parliamentary procedure. Parliamentarians are many times attorneys, but not necessarily. Most major cities will have a law firm that specializes in homeowner association law, and these firms can be the best place to find a parliamentarian to chair an annual meeting. I attended a large and very contentious annual meeting in which an attorney was hired by the board of directors to specifically chair the meeting. When the board president asked him when he was going to call the meeting to order and chair the meeting, the attorney informed him that he did not chair meetings, that the board president was required to chair meetings. Notwithstanding the fact there was no such requirement for the board president to chair the meeting, I ended up chairing the meeting while this attorney sat in the back of the room occupying himself with his cell phone.